Hey Greensburg, today is the final episode of the Hydrate Kids Camp coverage that we did, and today I want to explain to you how you go from this amazing presentation where this trooper gave of his time to come out and volunteer to this, which doesn't look good on film, and maybe we should have blurred those kids' faces so they're not prosecuted for that, right?
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
We talk a lot about volunteering, and so let me explain why I think that volunteering is important. First of all, I don't think that volunteering has to be something that is boring or that you don't enjoy. In fact, one of the things that I've started to notice quite a bit is that as I walk around at Hydrate Kids Camp here, it seems like everybody's having a blast. And I really believe that the work that they're doing here is absolutely vital and important. They're pouring into these kids, making a difference in these kids' lives, impacting their families as these kids go home and talk about this. And it really is an incredible thing. Second of all, one of the things I really believe in is that volunteering should be multi-generational. It should be something that is not just about one generation or for one generation. I believe that retired people can take their retirement and use it in a way that benefits the community, that benefits things that they believe in. I believe that people that have full-time jobs can take time away from all the other things they have going on, and it may not be as much time, but they can take time and they can serve and help in some way. I believe that young people, teenagers especially, can be involved in helping and doing, and it can teach them something. But I also believe that younger kids can be involved also in helping and doing things. Remember this though, these episodes have not been necessarily just about Hydrate Kids Camp and that's it, but there is a message inside of all this that I'm really trying to share with you. I believe that the community should exist together and that there should be some serving involved among each other. I believe the church should lead that. You're going to hear that throughout this video. But here's the big question. There has to be a why. So why in the world would we give of our time? Why in the world would we serve in this way? That's the big question that needs to be answered before we volunteer.
I'm Emily Miller. I do a little bit of everything. Start out with registration, help with snacks, wherever. Set up snack, get the drinks ready. Then the kids come in, we hand them out, and then clean up. I love it. I love kids first and foremost, and I love seeing the joy that they have for Jesus and learning about God. Okay. I'd rather be here than working. To be honest, this is more enjoyable to me. My heart gets blessed, and I get a lot out of it, actually, for myself. I love spending the day with the kids and the workers as well, getting to know different people. A lot of talking about things, you don't get to talk with people as much as you do here, and just a lot of different things.
We have 4 daughters, Faith, who's 16, Hope, who's 12, Joy is 9, Grace is 5. Several years ago when we started, we wanted our girls to experience not only camp, but also being able to give back to the camp and see that it's not all about them. We became connected with Keystone Church, and we were looking for a service opportunity for our family that our kids could also serve while we were there. So our younger kids are in camp. Our older kids serve with us at camp, and then we get to serve with other leaders here as well. We come every year because we love being with the kids and telling them about Jesus and seeing the difference he makes in their life.
For the last 5 years, we have made an annual part of our family vacation in the summer to come up to Greensburg to visit the area and to participate in Hydrate. And we've been here enough now that our children are now becoming leaders at Hydrate. They're not just, our youngest 2 still participate, but our older 2 are now leaders and help out, and they just have such a fun time. It's been wonderful to watch the transformation here in the church as it's grown, and the camp as it's grown from a few kids to now well over 100 kids that participate. And it's such a blessing to be part of. So we really enjoy that.
I'm Sarah Berger, and I am in charge of all the games and activities here at Hydrate. It's pretty time consuming. We start planning sometime around April, and we have meetings multiple times during the year and plan and get ready to go, and we have a boatload of people that pitch in and help out and scream and yell and make a big deal about everything. And there's lots of planning that goes into every game and every activity. From start to finish, it's a long process, but totally worth it. We have kids every year that are giving their heart to Jesus. We have kids that never hear the word Jesus, and this is their chance to do that. We have friendships that have been made that have lasted across states, which is really important, especially for my kids. I bring my kids every year, and they are gonna start next year being a helper, which is great, and seeing the kids who were here last year and aging out of being a camper coming back to help is pretty amazing.
I just wanted to do something. I just wanted to get out and do something, and I tried to. I have kids and nieces and nephews that I kind of look after, and I want to set a good example. I think community service is a huge thing, and I think the church should lead it. The community service. I mean, there's other groups, but I really feel that we need to lead it because we need to be that example.
That is Tammy, and she is fairly new to Keystone Church, but she thought that she would come out this year and volunteer at Hydrate Kids Camp. And not only that, but she decided that she would bring her niece along because she also believes that volunteering should be multi-generational.
Her mom's, she's a single, she lives in a single parent household, and so her mom works a lot. And all day she's pretty much there doing nothing. She has a couple chores to do, and then she's bored. Most of the time she calls me anyways just to do something, you know. So I'm like, well, I'm doing this, and she wanted to come up, and I said, I wanted her to do it last year, but her vacation with her grandmother kind of contradicted that. And when I found out this year it wasn't going to contradict, I wanted her with me, and I want her to see. When we leave after the end of the day, I'm like, so you feel good? I mean, it's good. It feels good to give, and I think a lot of kids need to experience that more and realize, that feeling you get when you give back. And I want her to experience that, and also I want to set a good example for her as well.
That right there is why I believe that the church should be the first one leading the charge in this, because at the heart of what the church teaches is that there was this king, this Lord, this Savior that came down to serve his people. He didn't sit on a throne and demand from a throne that everybody do everything for him in hopes that the community becomes great around him so that he can become great. But he came and died and served the community because he loved the community and he wanted to be a part of what he was creating. So what about you? Do you just exist in this community, and are you just a consumer taking as much as you can from this community? Or are you a part of what a community is supposed to be? People working together, existing together, volunteering together, and serving one another. If you can't find a reason to serve other people, I think you're missing the point in life. For these people, they believe that the most important thing they could do is tell as many people as they can about Jesus, and that's something worth believing in. What is it that you believe in? If you really believe in something, believe in it so much that it's worth sacrificing, giving, and serving. Because a belief short of that is really not worth believing in. Now, at the beginning, I showed you footage of some kids spraying a state trooper's vehicle in a water situation. And so let me explain the context around that. Hydrate ends every single year with the most epic water battle you can ever imagine. Over 2,000 gallons of water are used every year at Hydrate Kids Camp, and most of that comes at the very end when we line the kids up. We give them all kinds of water guns, water cannons, water balloons, and everything water, and it's just an all-out war for about 30-45 minutes of just water everywhere and everybody getting drenched. So I end with that footage. Watch this as you see 2019's epic water battle. So if you're enjoying this, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, comment below. And remember, this is my city, Greensburg.